It's been a while since I met you.
It's been a while. For those who are listening, this is actually only the second time I meet Sudhir in person.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we met was at the event, right? The one organized by Kocha.
It's a spiritual event.
Very spiritual.
Yeah, indeed.
I was not expecting to meet you over there. It was not like I was thinking I'll meet a guy. But, it just happened that I met you.
Yes, indeed. You remember the first question I asked you?
No.
I said, are you the yoga teacher? No. I just assumed the first Indian-looking guy I saw to be
is a yoga teacher.
Sorry about that.
It's alright. Oh, man. But I was also surprised to find out that you're friends with Pierre.
Yes, indeed. Small world.
Yeah, it is. Man. Then you guys went and did the Spartan race as well, right?
Yes, that was good, man. I know you're going to, and it was a great experience.
Okay. How did you prepare?
Well, I go to the gym already, but I went to a place where they host classes in Bangkok.
Yes.
It's called the Move and Playground, and they teach parkour as well, and they teach you how to do certain obstacles, monkey bars, all that shit.
All right.
Yeah.
So you did the Spartan race.
Yeah.
You're a full-time programmer as well.
My 9-to-5 job is being a programmer.
Okay.
I specialize in mobile development.
Okay.
But I'm trying to move my way out to web development as well.
Okay. So is it oversimplified if I say you only make apps for mobile apps?
No, actually no. I think it comes down to I make apps. Of course, there's a lot more that happens in the background. Like the designer makes the design, and we make the UI.
Okay.
And make the features, but also a lot of stuff happens in the backend.
Okay.
Like database and network requests.
Yes.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
It's interesting. So there are a lot of languages as well, right?
There's many. The thing is, there's many, but they're quite similar.
Okay.
It's like French and Spanish.
All right.
They have similarities, but there are some differences.
Okay.
So the same in programming languages.
Okay. So if I wanted to start today learning programming, but even before that, can you tell me what programming actually is? Because I've heard people, whenever I think about programming, it's the only thing that comes up are either apps or websites or a fancy computer software.
Yeah.
So what is programming actually?
You basically give instructions to the computer on what to do.
All right.
So in the computer, it's all zeros and ones. But programming language is a language which is human readable for us.
Okay. So 101011.
Yes, that would be too insane, right?
Yeah. Oh.
So the language translates on a deeper level to zeros and ones.
Okay.
Which the computer does understand.
All right.
So we give instructions to do things for us. Yeah, indeed.
But how do you find out where the error is?
Yes, it's called bugs, right? Bugs. And luckily, the program that we use to program, it gives you an indication when the program has crashed.
Okay.
And it gives you a trace. It started here. And you kind of just trace back. And you need to figure out what the error message means.
Oh, okay. So it's more like a bottom-up.
Yeah.
So
indeed.
Where the problem is, and then you try to backtrack where it started.
Yes. And then you need to read the message and figure out on how to solve it.
Have you ever missed a big time with this?
I'm a very careful person.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think I've fucked up very bad or not in a long term. I think a short mistake and I fix it immediately. Yeah. But it wasn't on a big scale because I didn't work on big apps in that time.
Okay.
No.
I wanted to hear some good stories.
Yeah. I wish I had a good story, but maybe one day.
I hope not, but yeah.
Yeah, I've heard stories about a guy he messed up the database.
Oh,
but then luckily there's a backup.
Oh, that's good.
But you can imagine the guy was very stressed at that moment. Fuck.
And can I ask what was the database about?
It was Easy Hotel.
So, client details, credit cards, all of that, huh?
Then I don't know.
No?
I think he just cleared it, but by accident.
By accident?
Yeah. But it was just a couple of minutes.
Just a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So what do you think about AI and programming?
And it's a good question to ask a programmer, I think.
Yeah, because it's a software created by a human, and I guess a programmer created it.
Yeah.
And when I just got into AI, and this was about 4 or 5 months ago, everybody was talking about it. It was like Bitcoin.
Yeah,
the hype was always there, and I found out that it tells you what's wrong in your code. It tells you where to go, what to research. So, do you think it will replace human beings actually, or rather, is there an element in it? I'm not putting you under a lot of stress here.
I know what you're going to say.
Is there a difference between the AI and a human programmer?
As of now, for programming, you still need a human to complete the flow.
Why?
It cannot. It can do many things, right? You can say, hey, write a website for me. But it's not able to fix everything from my experience.
Okay.
I use ChatGPT daily. I say, ChatGPT.
Does your boss know about this?
Yes. Yes. As a programmer, you need to be good at Googling stuff.
Okay.
But now it's slowly switching to you need to be good at what to ask ChatGPT. So I ask many things to ChatGPT, and it's not always able to answer my questions correctly. Eventually, I have to go to Google and find the answer there.
Have you tried Google Bard?
I've tried, and it sucks.
It still sucks?
This was 2 months ago, but I didn't like it. Have you?
Google Bard, it's in my list, but I need to try a lot of AI softwares. Like, for example, currently I've tried AIs for video editing, photo editing, and all of that, and they have a lot of capability, but I realized things that require human intelligence, creativity, AI is still not there yet. And I was also talking to another one of my friends, he's a programmer, and we were having coffee together, and he takes care of my home gym's customer care, or like whatever messages we get, he takes care of it. And I said, why don't you automate a lot of messages, like those chatbots where we put like pre-phrased questions and like it sends already answered.
Yeah, automated.
So he said, well, my job as this person, the customer care guy, it's not to send answers, it's to convert clients. And I'm like, okay, but won't AI do that? He's like, no. He's like, because some people might ask, okay, when is the class? And yes, okay, I can use AI to answer that. But what if the person asks, when is the class? And will my child be able to do it? At that point, AI might not be the best answer.
Yeah.
And I might not be able to persuade them if I just use AI. It has its place and time, but it's not a complete replacement of human beings.
Not yet.
It's scary though. It is.
Like, even for me, like, I think like, will AI at some point replace me? As a programmer?
Then I think about that as an accountant.
Yeah. Translators. That's a bad position to be in, I think.
Oh yeah. Unless you're like working for the Prime Minister or something, I don't see any scope.
Yeah, let's see what the future brings.
Let's see. And what do you think about quantum computers?
I have very little knowledge of it. Maybe you can tell me something more about this. I barely know anything about it.
What I heard about quantum computers was it has the capability to think of an event in different timelines.
It's such a weird concept.
It is weird because, and then it uses a lot of quantum laws. No, I'm not a quantum physicist, so I don't know.
It's a deep topic.
It's a very deep topic, and I was listening to Joe Rogan about this.
Oh, for sure.
And he had this quantum physicist, and he was trying to mix AI and quantum computers together.
Okay.
And that was a big topic.
Dangerous mix, man.
It is. And what the guy, and Joe Rogan asks him something about AI, and the quantum physicist tells him the limitation of AI. And one of the limitations was it would just copy information. It didn't have the conscience to differentiate between what information is correct and incorrect. So, for example, if there's a research paper, I write that research paper and I publish it. Unless it's peer reviewed by someone else, you cannot completely say that this information is legit. Right? It's just a paper in which I filled in information. And I believe a lot of college students, they just fill in random shit and then they post it for their degree. A human being will be required, an expert in that field, to verify the information. ChatGPT does not have that capability yet to peer review.
Yes, it can.
Not yet. We're getting there. I'm waiting for the day it comes out.
Scary, but it's interesting as well.
For $20 a month, I had the best employee of the year.
Oh, scary.
It is scary. But then, he was saying that that's the current limitation of AI. It doesn't have that conscience yet.
Yes.
Speaking about conscience, man, how did you start your YouTube channel?
How did I start my YouTube channel? It was beginning this year. And I've had this, I don't know, I was meditating at one day and it just all clicked together to me. I wasn't very satisfied with my job as a programmer.
Okay.
I mean, programming is great, but if I envision myself doing it still in 10 years, it doesn't feel meaningful to me. Okay, I'm building apps for big companies, but it's good money. But it's not meaningful to me. And I figured I love self-development. And if I can share my experience with other people and they benefit from it too, that could be meaningful for me. Like helping others. That's what people say, right? Like if you want to be happy, help others. And maybe that's true. I still have to figure that out. Yeah.
Interesting.
But this was shortly after my breakup. My first girlfriend.
First time?
My first girlfriend.
It must be hard.
At this age, so I have no idea. But it was. I mean, looking back to it was. I would not have changed anything about it.
That's good.
Yeah. But So 8 months later, and
you started your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hey, Toby. That's how we start the YouTube channel.
Hey, Toby.
Hey, Toby.
I mean, for the record, for those that don't know, I do my YouTube channel in Thai.
Yeah.
And people ask me like, why don't you do it in English? Can you guess?
Because you want to capture the Thai market.
Also, but so first, there are many English.
Because your girlfriend was English?
No, she was Thai.
You're like, fuck you, I'm not telling you anything.
No, secret code. No, there are many self-improvement YouTubers already in English. So I figured I'd do it in Thai, but also I stand out in the Thai crowd. I don't look Thai, but I speak Thai.
Hey, Chitapi.
Yes. So I'm hoping to find my way through that.
I mean, that's a valid reason.
Yeah. And also like in Thai marketing, they like half childs.
Lucrum.
Yes, exactly. Indeed.
Half childs. When you make it sound so bad in English. Like half demon, half human. You've got a tail coming out.
It's a literal translation. Right?
It is. Well, what would be a good way to put it though?
Half child?
Lucrum.
You mean in English, right?
Yeah, in English.
Mixed blood.
Yeah, that's still
mixed
a bit.
Race.
No, still a bit. That's.
I take it back.
That's still a bit rough.
Mixed.
What? Mixed. Just mixed. Mixed. That's a really interesting question.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it when people say half blood.
Yeah, it's. I can't think of any other word. Yeah.
But it would be half word, man. Okay, coming back to the main topic. So you started YouTube after 8 months of your breakup?
No, so the breakup started beginning of this year, and it has been 8 months now, or 9 months.
9 months.
9 months. Yeah.
I hope you're not a father.
No, I'm sure. I'm very good friends with her still.
Okay.
And yes, sure. No kid or anything.
No longer. She don't be sad. No. But that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
So, after starting your YouTube channel, how did you reach your first 500 subscribers?
Mainly it comes from friends at first.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the first video that really hit was my meditation retreat video.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a video on going to a meditation retreat. And I really was able to speak from my heart because the breakup was a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very stressed before, and I decided to go to the retreat.
Okay.
And that was a very transformative experience for me.
I see.
And that showed in the video, and people really liked that. And that was the first good rise of my subscriber count.
Mm.
And other videos followed.
Do you think the subscribers increased because you spoke from your heart?
Yes, I think it feels more authentic. Like, I don't know, a guy going through pain and explaining his lessons. But I try to do that in every video because my channel is about me sharing what I think is useful for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope maybe if you're watching, then hopefully it helps you in some way.
But you only have 14 videos, man.
Oh, how many?
14.
That's my biggest. That's my biggest weakness.
Really? Just speed.
Speed, indeed.
Speed or consistency?
I do a video every month.
Uh-huh.
So it's the speed because I have an issue with perfectionism.
Oh no.
So I overthink a lot.
Oh no.
But it also helps me to make really good quality videos.
I guess that came from your programming.
Maybe yes, because every small character.
And you can curse on it.
Okay. Yeah, every character or symbol it needs to be
Perfect.
Yeah. Or 11 bucks, for example. Could be. That's good.
Could be.
So observation, yeah.
So you have that habit of perfection.
Yes.
So that's why you don't post fast.
Yes, I take my time.
Take your time.
Take my time. Very cautious.
Okay.
Careful, and I go into detail. And I want my shots to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I want what I say to be perfect. How I present myself to be perfect.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse in my eyes.
It's quite stressful though, because I have that habit.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you manage to fix it?
I think I reached a point, like it was with my videography, and when I just started videography, I was motivated by big cinematographers like Peter McKinnon and others as well. I forgot others, but I still remember Peter McKinnon. And his videos were. This was the time when vlogging was just coming into trends.
Okay.
So Casey Neistat was there, but Peter McKinnon was bringing a much more cinematic view.
Mm-hmm.
And I really loved his videos, and I liked that way of expression.
Yeah.
So I started my photography and videography journey doing that.
Yeah.
And I wanted my videos to look just like his,
Yeah.
or at least his level.
Uh-huh.
And I would blame it on the gear, but it was my skills. So I would push myself every day because of that perfectionism habit. However, like after doing it for a few months, I reached a point where I either had to select my studies or my videography.
Okay.
And I was thinking, back then I had a mentality of why not both. So I kind of started sacrificing on the quality and began giving more quantity.
Yes.
And I guess through the course of time it went away. So it was not like a magic. It was not like, oh, this happened to me and I just left it. It was a slow process. But I remember it was very stressful because if the shot is not perfect,
It is.
and if the color is not perfect, the sound, there's a background noise, I used to feel like, oh.
It is. I'm going to be honest, I still struggle with that.
How do you cope with it?
How do I cope with it? I just keep on going.
That's a good approach.
But so
I missed it. Okay, let's go.
yeah, let's keep on going. But like you said, it can be very stressful, and that's the sacrifice I make. But I try to manage that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, be more present. I think helps with me. Be more grateful.
Okay.
Present. Don't overthink it, basically. Yeah.
Stop overthinking.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done, of course.
Do you put your self-worth on your output?
Yes. And it sounds crazy because like self-improvement YouTuber and then this combined. So yeah, I think the perfection comes from I want to make sure what people see is good.
It's a representation of you.
Yeah, indeed. And I hope to be able to manage my way eventually.
Well, I guess you're managing your way quite well. At least like your skill is pretty good. Yeah. I saw a lot of your videos and it had a lot of B-roll.
Yeah, indeed.
So, okay, can you give me some tips on how to record B-roll solo? If I don't have a team, I'm broke as fuck. I just have my smartphone.
A tripod. You need a tripod, one that can be extended.
Okay. Do you have any brand recommendations?
Manfredo.
No.
The one you're using, but you got the small one over here.
Okay.
I got a long one.
The extendable one.
It's quite expensive, though, like 4,000 baht. But it's good quality, and if you have a camera, you want your camera to be safe.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't want to be like, oops,
no,
there was 30,000 baht. Right?
Indeed. So yes, definitely that. Mm-hmm. And you can have an iPhone or
Samsung.
Proper camera or Samsung. But the real challenge comes from because I want to film outside. I don't want to film only inside in my room.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And I didn't know this before, but there are many challenges. You know?
Yes.
You have experience with, just to be sure we're aligned. You cannot film everywhere.
Yeah. And it's awkward to the people, it's awkward to you sometimes. You have to ask them to, could you please move to the side?
Yeah, indeed. True.
And sometimes a bird comes flying through the shot. Also. And, oh my god, there's so many options. Like, so many problems.
But on top of that, like, I have many shots I did before at MRT or BTS. And they don't like it.
They don't like
the guard. I know by now that I can't.
Oh, you cannot?
They will come to you and say, you cannot film here. 7-Eleven, same.
You can't film at 7-Eleven?
I tried. Luckily, I got my shots already.
You're like, oh, sorry, okay, I understand. I'll leave.
And they will speak English to me as well. Like, thinking I'm some foreigner or something.
But you know, sometimes I'll use that to my advantage.
Exactly.
Like if they're going to ask me to leave, I just start speaking in English so that they're like, oh, I have to speak English.
Oh, yeah. Not every Thai is confident in speaking English as well.
So you get enough time to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And by the time they call someone who speaks, you just get up.
Indeed.
So yeah, a tripod.
And I think prepare the shots. I think about the shots beforehand. Also helps. And if you have multiple shots,
you have visualized it beforehand.
If you know a better way, please tell me. But I just write it down.
You write it down.
But I visualize it in my head. Indeed.
It's in your head, but you know, okay, these are the specifics.
Yes. Which can take quite some time as well. And to fit all the pieces together because you start from a script. I write my script down. And then I need to think of which B-roll I attach to the script.
And okay, what if a person doesn't know which B-roll to keep?
Which B-roll to keep?
Yeah, because I've done photography and videography, you've done that too. And we have a rough idea, okay, I'm speaking about mics, I'll show you a close video of blue written over here, the mic's grail, like we know. But let's say somebody has no idea. He knows, okay, I need to put B-roll, but now what? What B-roll should I record? So how can they get that ability?
Yeah, you need to think of something that matches what you say.
Okay.
Like if I make a cooking video and I want to specify how to cut I don't know, banana or something. I'm not going to
banana.
I'm not going to show a picture of a B-roll of a microphone. I need to have a knife, a cutting board, a banana knife, and start cutting it up.
And the quality will improve as much as you record.
Yeah. I think it was like students that were told to take one good picture, or students that were told to take 100 pictures. Heard about that?
I think so. I'm not so sure.
And the one with the best pictures were the ones that tried 100 times. Something like that.
You know, when I was in my college, I guess I got this from Peter McKinnon as well, or one of his friends. Yeah. So I followed all of his friends on YouTube, and one of them had a 30-day photography challenge.
Sounds similar. Let's go on.
Yeah. So what you had to do was take one photo to the best of your ability and post it on social media. So what I did was, in the first year of my college when I started my videography journey, or photography journey, I started taking one photo every freaking day, posted it on Instagram stories, and I read day 1, day 2, day 3.
Hell yeah.
And by the time I was at day 30, on day 30 itself, I would look at the picture and I would say, oh, there's no difference. But if I would compare it to day 1, then I was like, okay, we are getting somewhere. And I think if I had continued that till day 100, 200, 300, it would be phenomenal. So I think if somebody wants to improve their B-roll game, guys, if you want to improve your B-roll game, you got to record more B-roll every day.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And that's something I really I emphasize in my videos about doing something daily. A habit. Tracker.
Oh, I saw that video though, where you recommend 5 best apps.
Yes, and the habit tracker is one of them, and I know consistency is what we talk about here, right?
Yes.
You do it every day, even if it's 5 minutes. Over the long run, it compounds
to something else.
Better and better. 1% better every day. That's the idea.
A lot of atomic habits coming out from you. You know that book, I don't know what happened over here, but every person, whenever I talk about habits, they're gonna bring up something from Atomic Habits.
Have you read it?
I've listened to it.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough. I tried the move where you keep something on the table you have to eat every day. So I tried that.
So you have to keep something on the table.
So it was something like this. I needed to eat vitamin C tablets every day. So I kept the vitamin C bottle in front of my study table. And every day I would go there. First thing after I sit down, I eat the tablet.
Vitamins?
Of vitamins.
Seriously.
And whenever I would leave, I would have completed the task. So every day it became a habit. And whenever I would see the bottle, I would just eat it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would remember that I ate it before. I didn't want to overdose on vitamins.
Yeah, it's like brushing teeth.
Exactly.
Like it becomes autopilot.
Oh yeah,
for some time.
And one day if you forget to brush your teeth, you're like, something's wrong.
Insecure.
But yeah, you posted a lot of videos about productivity.
Yes.
How do you get so much content of productivity?
I have many ideas. I've posted some of my room ideas I have.
Okay.
But the topics I want to cover. Self-improvement is very broad. Productivity is one thing. So productivity could be reading more books, or be more healthy. Health is also self-improvement.
Okay.
Relationships, picking up girls could be self-improvement.
You got some tips for that?
Video later on in the future.
Hey, it's Toby. You want to pick up girls?
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Or like ice baths. Self-improvement is so broad, and there's so many topics I could talk about, but yeah, I need time. But I'm not sure if you saw, but my slogan is trying to find the balance between spirituality
and practicality.
And productivity. Productivity.
So you're saying spirituality is not productive?
They say that resting is productive, but I feel like I want to keep it separate.
Would you say sleeping is productive? I'm getting into wordplay here.
In some sense, yes, because if you have good sleep, you will be able to be more productive. But if you sleep less, you could be able to use the time.
Mm-hmm.
It depends from person to person, I guess.
Okay, another question. You already know what's going to come. What's the difference between productivity and being busy?
I think it's what value you give or produce.
Oh, so the KPI is value?
I think so, yeah, because some days I tell myself, oh, I'm so busy, but I'm just playing my phone, man.
Busy life.
You're busy. And I complain at the end of the day, oh man, busy life.
No time. When should I work? When should I do this?
See,
right?
Yeah. What about you? What do you think is the difference here? Output, yeah, right? Indeed.
For me, being busy means you feel that you're busy.
Mm.
Being productive is you have time to reflect upon what you did. Wait, I don't know if that came out right. It's like when you're busy, you don't have time to reflect upon things.
Mm-hmm.
When you're productive, even though you might be using the same amount of hours, you will still have some time between the day to reflect upon what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a perfect KPI, but I think it's one of the things you can look at.
I think it's very important to have like a break and then go back into work. I think it might even improve your work if you have a break, like to reflect, you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you said what being busy meant.
Yeah.
You didn't say what being productive.
Being productive, I think it just leads to output eventually. If you're very productive, you're able to have a lot of output in a short amount of time. Which is called deep work. Great book. Read it.
I'm going to put my Amazon link down here. Guys better buy it from that link, right? Because I'll get paid as well. Support the community.
Buy from Kindle, man. Buy for Kindle.
Yeah, but from my link.
Affiliate, yeah?
Right?
Yeah, indeed. Great book. Deep work.
Deep work.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, and today you gave me a lot of insights for
you too, man.
Yeah, YouTube, productivity, what else? We talk about programming, spirituality, productivity again.
Yes.
a lot of things. You told me about the Spartan race.
Yes.
But then, man, thank you for coming on the show. It was lovely having you.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yes.
Lovely having you here.
Yes, likewise.